Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining me again this evening for a little live video. And if you're watching me on catch up as well, thank you so much for taking the time to have a look at this one. So today we're going to be dancing. We're not going to do much of a warm up. I'll do a little bit of spine mobilization to get you going. But if you know you need a bit more of a warm up, please make sure you do it before we start moving. We're not going to be doing anything massive, just a few little isolations in this little dance practice today. If you enjoy this, please do share it with your friends. Please do tag a friend in it. And if you've got any questions about what we're doing today or any comments at all, please do pop them in the comments and give me a little thumbs up if you're on Facebook, or double tap, give me a little heart if you're watching on Instagram, because it really helps for other people to see it as well and be able to get the benefits of this. So we are going to start with that little spine mobility that I spoke about, just to get you moving. Obviously, if you've got any injuries, please move at your own discretion, at your own risk, and make sure that you're managing everything. And we're going to start off just with a little twist actually. So just allowing the arms to swing by the sides. Nice and easy. Making sure that you're not going to hit anything. I've got something right behind me, so I'm not making it massive, but you can make it bigger if you have the space. And then just taking the head to either side, just getting a little bit more of a twist in the spine, getting it to release. This might feel great if you're just coming to this from work, or perhaps you're taking a lunch break from work. So then come to center. Let's go through the sagittal plane. So chin to chest. Rounding forwards, use your hands on your knees to support yourself, and then lifting the chest to come back up again. And again, chin to chest, rounding forwards, and lifting the head as you come up. Hello, I see some people have joined us. Hopefully you're going to join in and dance with us. Now we're going to arch the back as you come down, and pull the tummy in as you round all the way up. And let's do one more of those. Arch the back. And pull the tummy in, round yourself all the way up. Finally, just a little bit of a side bend, so taking the arms in an S shape around the body, just as deep or as shallow as feels good to you today. Alright, release. So if you need a bit more warm up, then please do it before we start moving, but we're not going to be doing anything too challenging. We're going to start with some simple hips. We're going to do 3 of them, and I'm not going to give you which side to go on, as I never know when the social media flips it. So we're just going to go hip, hip, hip. Then on the side that's lifted, you're going to lift the heel and do 2 hip drops. And again. So hip, 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 and hip drop, and again hip, 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 hip drop, and hip, 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 hip drop, Okay, let's try on the other side. Hip, 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 hip drop, hip, 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 hip drop. Okay, so feel free to keep practicing that if you like. I'm going to move on. We're now going to move to the rib cage, and we're going to do a rib diamond. So I'm going to go side up, side down. Then I'm going to do a rib circle in the other direction. Okay, if that feels like a bit too much to switch directions straight afterwards, then you can keep it in the same direction, but I'll be going in the other direction for each one. I'll be alternating. So let's give it a try. So we're going to go side up, side down, rib circle. Let's go the other way. Side up, side down, other direction for the rib circle if you can. Side up, side down, rib circle, and side up, side down, rib circle. Let's put all of that together, hips and then rib cage. Here we go. 7, 8. Hip, 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 drop and drop. Side up, side down, rib cage, and I'm going to bring the heel down as well. Other side. Hip, 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 hip. No, sorry, 3 hips. Hip, 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 and drop. Side up, side down, rib circle, and 1, 2, 3, drop, side up, side down, circle around, and hip, 2, 3, lift, drop and drop, side up, side down, rib cage. One more time each side. Boom, boom, boom. Drop, drop, side up, side, circle, and hip, hip, hip. Drop, drop, side up, side down, circle, around. Good, and relax. So, did you breathe at all during that little combination? I know I was focusing on it a little bit, but I was talking over it, so you might have heard me take a big deep breath at the end. So we're talking about breathing and owning your movement through breathing. On Saturday, I did a little reel on Instagram where I had quite an expansive combo with big leans, that kind of thing, and I was talking about breathing in that. And this is a little bit different. These little isolations are another moment where often we might find ourselves holding our breath because our brain's really focusing on getting the pattern right, particularly when we're first learning the movement. But it can be a great way to really get into the combination and to teach your body that actually it can breathe through these moments if you learn to practice them. So when you are in your dance class, for example, once you've got the combo that the teacher's working with, then you can work on breathing. Or if you're doing a choreography and you've got a little combo like this in the choreography, once you kind of learnt it, then you can take a moment to actually really focus on how you're going to breathe through it. So it teaches your brain to relax. And sometimes if we're doing fast isolations, we can get really tense, but actually allowing the breath to happen with that is actually going to help you to relax a little bit into it. So let's try that again, and I'm going to cue some breathing for you, okay? So here we go. We're going to do the same combo. I'm going to start by breathing in. So breathe in and drop, drop, and then we're going to breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, rib cage, circle, breathing in, drop, drop, breathing out, rib cage, circle, breathe in and drop, drop, breathing out, circle, around, and hip, hip, breathing in, breathing out. So you kind of get the idea. Let's try a slightly faster breath just to see if that works better for you. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, so let's try that a little bit slower. 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. I'm not saying that you should prescribe a breath to every single movement you do in a choreography, but taking some time to work with the breath in this way can actually teach your body to remember to breathe when you're more in the moment and you're wanting to be in the moment when you're dancing, when you're performing. It's going to help you to relax even more if your body knows to breathe, if it's relaxed enough to breathe because it knows what the movement is and you've trained it to breathe through the movement. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I haven't had any questions pop up through. There's a few people watching. I've got Hannah and Rachel on Facebook. Hello there. And Barbara is it hi. And I can't see who else is on Instagram. A few people are on Instagram as well. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've got any questions, do pop them in the comments. And if you're watching this on catch up, please do tag me so I can be sure to see them. And if you're not already on my mailing list, please do jump on there. You're going to get access to a free mini course which has not only some exercises to release and relax your pelvis, but also has one of my favourite little dance practices for your hips for a little shimmy practice as well. So jump on there, link in bio or link in the comments below. Please do give me a thumbs up or a heart if you have watched this. Please do share it with your friends and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Take care. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.